I'm Tyler.
I'm Shorty.
I'm Miles.
I'm Kara.
And we are the Inner Idiot.
The following podcast has strong language, violence, and other things you probably shouldn't let your children listen to. Please enjoy. Hey, Ty, if you wanted to make a podcast, how would you do it?
Spotify Podcasters app, of course. Or hell, even the website.
Do they have any way you can edit audio and help with organizing your episodes?
All that and more. You can reach out to listeners and have feedback with their Q&A feature, and it distributes it to all other major places you listen to podcasts.
I just looked, and they got a video podcast set up and editing tools here, too.
So all you got to do is sign up at SpotifyForPodcasters.com or get the app, and you're done.
Damn, it's just that easy.
Drop what you're doing and swallow what you're chewing, because it ain't wet from sweat, and we ain't done yet. Welcome to Inner Idiot Podcast. I'm your host, the big, the bald, the beautiful, the brash, and the bumbling, and oftentimes bastardly MC Tyler Havlin.
2 claps and a Ric Flair.
Woo! All right, today is another episode of Friends with Idiots, and we got some great people, and I'm going to introduce them next after the Lord that's never bored, the commander of the comic books. He's been petting kitty and grabbing titty since I don't know when at this point. He ain't got a shirt on, and that's just for you ladies. 2 claps and Ric Flair for Lord Shorty Fresh in the flesh. Woo! Woo!
And it sucks that there's a slight delay between us all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, next up, I'm so happy to have them. They've been a friend of the show for a long time. They're not bougie, and you're in for a doozy because they spell gray with an A and not an E. All right? One of them is a karaoke aficionado. The other one's had Jason Mewes on their backside for a fucking Eiffel Tower. I'm going to let you guys decide which one. 2 claps and Ric Flair for Mike and Tabby Gray from Gray's Taproom podcast. Woo!
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
You're
Very
welcome.
much.
That was a hell of an intro.
That was a fucking fantastic intro.
Well, that's what I do, man.
He sits there and writes them and then beats off, and depending on his level of fucking orgasm, that's how he knows it's good.
Well, what I do is I write 2, and whichever one like nut gets on most, that's the one I use.
That's a good way to do it.
He's changed up his strategy since last time he accidentally showed me.
Yeah, God's work, you know. I let my dick decide.
You're doing the Lord's work, Tyler.
I try.
Not this Lord. Not this Lord.
All right, so here's how this works. You guys, did you bring an embarrassing story or 2 for us?
Oh, I've got about 4.
We've got several, yeah.
Oh, God.
Well, the floor is yours for the first one. Sock it to us.
You want to go first?
You go ahead. Ladies first.
Are you sure?
That's a gentleman thing to do.
Well, thank you. Thank you. So the first one that I've got it's a toss up. I think we didn't we first got married, and we both worked at a haunted house, and after the night was over, we went upstairs to the makeup room because they had a couch.
It was an after party.
It was an after party where everybody was getting drunk. So being the newlyweds that we were, we consummated again.
On the couch in
On
front of
said
everyone?
couch. No. It was by itself. Like,
Be a
we
lot
didn't think
cooler if it
anybody
was.
was going to be. Just wait.
The haunted couch,
So-
not the casting couch.
Yeah, could have been. At
It
that
was a
point.
black leather couch.
It was.
Oh, see?
Yeah. So we were up there doing our thing, and we didn't know, but 2 other people who were on their way to the same couch caught us.
Oh,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
And then
We were about midway through.
yeah, and then we didn't find out that anybody caught us until probably what, 2 weeks later at the after party?
No, it was the next day.
Was it the next day?
We did it at the after party.
No,
on
no,
that
I meant
Saturday
like
night.
the Monster Bash.
No,
or whatever it was.
It was the next night when we went to the Devil's Attic.
Oh yeah.
And we were confronted by a lot of people. Our whole cast.
The whole cast called us out.
So was it like a thank you calling out, or was it like a I
No,
can't
it
believe
was,
you guys?
It was
can't
like,
believe you guys.
we
that
know
is
what
so
you
gross.
did.
Yeah,
And it was like the walk of shame. Like everybody was looking at us like glaring. Like I can't believe that the couch. Like what the fuck?
I'm just like, y'all are just mad y'all didn't think of it first.
right. I would have gave you an applause, a standing motherfucking ovation, probably because there was nowhere else to sit but the couch. But still, it would have been a standing ovation.
It would have been really funny if somebody just would have walked in and been like, look, they left his seat and just sat down. Like, how's it going, gang?
Jamie would have.
On
Jamie
the arm of the
totally would
chair,
have done that.
petted one of your heads while you're fucking just jackhammering away.
Get a tap on the shoulder like, are you guys done? You're not the only ones that needs this couch.
Oh, I like it. I'm here for it.
Just let me know when you want me to tap in, guys.
Tag me out. Tag me out.
What were any Jason Mewes harmed in the making of this couch?
No, this happened back in 2010.
10 or 11.
Wow, you guys have been married a long time,
15 this year.
and you're
14.
both still alive.
15 years? Damn.
14 years on
May 8th.
May 8th, yeah.
Oh, congratulations, guys. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll say this, man. You guys portray a very, very good couple. Like, I mean, when you look, you guys have fun together. Like, you guys interact with each other online, and I'm sure that you guys are sitting right next to each other half the time, anyways. But like, you guys,
Like we are right now.
Yeah, like you guys look like you have such a good time together, and it's awesome because a lot of married couples just don't, because marriage is usually a joke. But you guys are like my fucking role models right now.
Well, thank you, man. I appreciate that.
We do get that a lot. Everybody is always like goals.
A couple of days ago, actually, my dad said the same thing to my mom, and then, like, as if to say, like, I mean, they're cool. What's your deal? I'm like, thanks, Dad.
Bye, Mom. This is awkward.
Right? So
I mean,
what
what do you say?
So what I'm hearing is I got to find a woman that's willing to sleep with me on a black leather couch in the middle of a haunted house.
Covered in fake blood.
Yeah, like we did like an 8-hour night that night. We were exhausted. We shared a bottle of Jaeger. I drank a bottle of wine on top of it, and you drank 4 Loco, I think.
Oh,
Rick.
4 Loco.
On top of a half a bottle
Well,
of Jaeger.
Rick gave me some of his weed too,
Oh yeah.
so I was pretty
Oh,
cross-faded.
we were toasted.
I don't know how you even remember that night. For one, there was 4 Loco involved.
It was a leather
Yeah.
couch.
Yeah, it was the couch.
Oh man, I love it. All right, let's get on to the next embarrassing story. That one wasn't embarrassing. Let me just say that.
That was embarrassing to me. No, our entire cast. I was the assistant general manager at the time.
Yeah, she was management.
He was working
when
for that promotion. Like, damn it, I want to be Jason.
But no, I was quite embarrassed. Like I thought we were gonna get away with it and not get caught.
Yeah,
and
we
got caught.
We did get in trouble.
Shame
we
on-
did
Yeah.
both get in trouble.
Shame on everybody that didn't give you a standing ovation. That's all I'm saying. Y'all were making your O faces. They needed to be making their O faces. All right. It
Look,
ain't
like-
right.
Like I said, man, they're just mad that they didn't think of it first.
Exactly.
So fuck them.
Right. Now let's get on to a truly embarrassing story, and not a story that makes you all fucking legendary.
No.
All right, I have one, and this actually happened 3 weeks prior to her story. Same place.
Thanks for sending us the timeline, guys.
Yeah, for sure. So one of the characters that I had to play in that haunt was like a half human, half bat mutant type of character.
All right.
And one of the in my scene, it was one room, but down the center of the room, it was a 6.5 foot high chain link fence.
Oh, that one. Okay.
So I thought it would be cool to jump over the line of people from the fence onto a gurney with a dummy on it. Well, I didn't know that my shoelace was going to get caught in the top of the chain link fence. So I got caught, and I'm hanging upside down by 1 foot, and one of the local high school football teams was coming through that night. So all these jock ass teenagers are fucking pointing and laughing at me while I'm hanging upside down by 1 foot.
Screaming at 'em.
Blood's rushing to my head. I'm getting dizzy as fuck, and all these douchebag kids are fucking mocking me. Fucking all these jock ass douchebags are just pointing and laughing at me. Ruin my, and that's how I kicked off that night.
Did you make up for it the rest of the night? Like, please tell me you fucking ball tapped one of them later in the fucking haunt.
No.
We're gonna say for continuity's sake that he ball tapped the fuck out of all of them later in the haunted house.
I will say you did the good thing by like doubling down on the bat costume and hanging upside down.
Yeah, by 1 foot.
Yeah, I mean it's still upside down. It's all right.
Yeah, but no, it was humiliating, and it was my first season.
Oh,
ever doing
that's
this.
terrible.
So that kind of set the tone for my whole career in that field.
Now, what are these like? What? Out of curiosity, what kind of pay do these people get? Like, what kind of pay?
$25 a night.
A night? So
Anywhere between 25 and 50, depending on what attraction you work at.
Which one you're at.
Unless you're on the West Coast and you get paid hourly. So
basically, you're doing it to have fun at that point for the love of it.
Yeah.
yeah.
That was pretty much the whole thing.
Because I've seen some of your makeup stuff on Facebook, Tabby, and it looks great. I saw one you posted the other day. It was a memory, and it was like a white one, but it had like veins protruding almost.
Oh yeah, my half white, half black with the veins and then the contacts.
You did the 3D veins on it.
Yeah, that was dope.
Thank you.
That was super dope. All right, well, on to the next embarrassing story. You all got some good ones here.
Yeah.
I've got a couple more in my arsenal.
Let's hear it.
You got to do the one with Jace in the basketball game.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Oh, see, now that reaction tells me it's a good one. Go ahead and hit me with it.
This was
All right.
what around the time. Well, when Jurassic
okay.
Park came out. In theaters.
No, it wasn't. So back in the day, my brother and I played basketball for our church league. Now, this was, of course, the whole mom and dad going to church, bring you up in church, whatever bullshit.
I can respect that.
I was in 9th grade and he was in 7th grade. It might have even been 6th grade. I don't remember. I know he was playing on a team and I was on a different team. So we're playing in this big gymnasium and they finally put him into the game. It's like game 4 of the season. He's been benched the whole fucking time. And he's in between a guard and forward at this point. You look at the court from up top, and there's 9 players on one end of the court, and he is on the other side of the court pretending to be a fucking velociraptor. and me being a freshman in high school, coming into high school, like just trying to keep that like not embarrassed cool status, is looking at my little brother down at the other end. He had his arms hunched up, and then they would all run this way and he'd run the other way, and he'd run down the court going, boom, boom, boom.
You know the Velociraptor kitchen scene in Jurassic Park?
Yeah.
He was
recreating that fucking scene.
Yeah, but he was being one of the Velociraptors in that scene.
And he'd get down to the other end while everybody's over here, and you could hear the whole fucking court and gymnasium screaming, "Chase, what are you doing? Get back to the other!" And he'd tap his foot like 3 times, like it was his big toe, and crouch his hands up and run back like a fucking Velociraptor going.
Didn't you say he was doing even like the bark that the Velociraptor do? That
well, when he would get ready to run, he'd stop and he'd look and he'd go, "Poon, poon, poon, poon," and then start running. So I'm just like, I'm not gonna live this down. They're gonna judge me because of this. I'm going to be stoned. They're gonna kill me. I'm gonna get the swirly in the bathroom. Like, it was bad. I was like, I fucking hate you so much right now.
All right, I have 2 questions. One, I said embarrassing story, not stories that made other people legendary as well. Because this man is my motherfucking hero right now.
Fuck.
And
You didn't hear her tone there this whole time, did you? Like she's still embarrassed
yeah,
about
I
it.
know, I could tell, but he's a
And
motherfucking.
supposedly there's a video.
Yeah,
I don't know who
Oh,
has
that
it.
needs to be shared for the world.
I don't know
Okay.
who has it. I think it's my grandfather.
Let me say, I have made it my mission, my life's mission for the past 14 years of our union together, and I still have not been able to track this fucking
Oh
thing
my
down.
god.
We
gotta
have
find
gone
it.
through tape after tape, nowhere in sight. I think Jace has it.
I don't think he
and
does.
he's
No,
hiding
I think
it.
Papa has it because it was a big game. Like there was the other team was like our rival, our church rival, which is very weird to say, but it was a very big game.
Fuck you, you
And-
don't love Jesus as much as me?
Exactly.
I
But
also
no,
went to
think about
church.
it- Ugh,
Same.
I am so sorry. No,
Oh,
think
have
about
fun.
it though. If you're a freshman going into high school and your whole so backstory, I was homeschooled. We both were homeschooled, so we were never really liked anyway in the church.
As one can see why.
Exactly. And he just made that 10 times as worse.
Man, I feel like your relationship with your brother is how me and my sister's was.
How long did your coach leave Jace in? Is what I want to know.
The other kid was a 4.5 foot kid that literally you sneezed on him and he would have been blown away. And he said, "We can't put you in." So yeah.
Your next choice is the kid that thinks he's one of John Hammond's creations.
God,
I mean, it was bad.
it doesn't
See,
sound
and-
bad. It sounds fucking awesome.
And they have to play at least, I want to say they'd have to play at least once every 3 or 4 games. Like you have to change them out. You can't just, you
Yeah.
couldn't have just kept the same lineup.
They spared no expense.
Oh, no. Neither did I. I mean, I contemplated that night. How badly I wanted to kill him.
Oh,
It's like-
I was so embarrassed. Like everybody was still making fun of me the next day. They're like, your brother's a fucking dinosaur.
But life
He knew-
finds a way. You eventually
Oh,
got over the
Jesus
embarrassment.
He well, at the time he knew he could. He just couldn't decide whether or not he should.
He's been obsessed with animals and embarrassing. Now, I really wish I could show you a picture because it's even funnier because he was like 5'4", or maybe 5'5", skinny as fuck, and size 10, 12 shoe. So
looked
it was
like-
nothing but foot.
He looked
and a
like
stick.
Frodo Baggins.
It was so, oh my God. It was that, and then when he was dancing like a fucking animal at a wedding reception, he was like, "Do the crocodile, do the lion." And he's like, I was like, dude, I'm surprised I'm still alive.
I did get him to dance like an animal at our wedding.
Yeah, but that's because he was drunk as fuck.
It was easy. It was very easy to talk him into that.
Yeah, there was no actual convincing. He was like, "Hey man, you want to do the
No.
crocodile?" He's like, "Bet, I got a giraffe too."
I wouldn't doubt it.
I told him, I said, "Bet you fucking won't." He was like, "Shit, pull up."
Oh my God.
Look, your brother sounds like somebody I need to know.
I'll exchange numbers. He's sick right now. I've already talked
He's
to him
cool as
today,
fuck.
but
He
yeah.
is awesome.
Yeah,
He's
and
cool as
now
shit.
we're cool. Like I don't want to kill him now.
Oh yeah, he's over here hanging out all the time.
Now you realize how much joy he injected and shoved into your
Well,
life.
now I know. Back then, no, that was so fucking Jesus.
It's like I can't tell you how much like that just reflects mine and my sister's life because I'm the annoying, embarrassing little brother.
You're the fucking piece of shit.
Exactly right, dude. It's not a joke, dude. Like me and my sister were both homeschooled. We both grew up in church. I mean, no, I reflect on your story perfectly, and I was the weird little fucker doing shit to make people laugh. I love it. I love hearing the other perspective.
He just didn't give a fuck. Like that was the funny part. Is
Yeah.
like now looking back on it, he didn't give 2 fucking shits.
He would still do it though if he could.
Oh, he'd do it now
You know
for a
he
laugh. Back then, he wasn't thinking, "Oh, this is funny. I'm going to make people laugh." No, he thought about it as, "I'm really trying to be a dinosaur." Fucking.
So
He had oxygen cut off from his brain before he was born.
Was his umbilical cord neck wrapped around his neck too?
And he also breathed in his own poop, so he ate his own shit.
Well, I'm not that kind of person, but
Well, he just did. So
That one's pretty common, actually.
what?
The mycelium shit or whatever it's called.
Is it mycelium?
It's meconium or
Meconium.
no,
Yep, that sounds right.
something like that. Yeah.
You had me at mushrooms. What?
I'm pretty sure that's what mycelium is.
So you are actually correct. It is mushrooms. Mycelium.
Look at me being smart.
Yeah.
That's that homeschool
You're
education.
So
Fuck yeah!
my oldest child, speaking of kids that think they're animals,
Oh god.
her
God.
and her stepsister, this was years ago, come up to me and my wife at the time, and they're like, hey, we're actually mermaids. And you know, when your kids say something like that, you're like, oh yeah, cool, okay. And then they leave for a minute, and they come back, they're like, hey, can we take a bath so we can practice breathing underwater? It's like, what? No?
It doesn't work that way.
You will not bathe again until you have received psychiatric help.
Showers only.
I'd been like, bet, let's
showers
go,
only.
kid.
So then for like a week straight, we had to stop them because we'd hear the sink running. And we'd go up there and they're filling the fucking sink up, trying to put their faces in the fucking sink to breathe in goddamn water.
Kids are dumb.
Yeah. So, I
Yeah?
mean, thankfully for you
kids.
guys, he was just a raptor and he didn't actually try to eat anybody. He just gave everybody a good laugh.
Or jump on people and tackle them to the ground and try to bite them.
Would you put it past him though?
Now, yeah, he's vegan now.
That's
So he wouldn't do
true.
it now.
Oh, God.
He's a Vegisaurus, Lex. He's a Vegisaurus. Think of him as a giant cow.
Golly.
We just had a conversation about how bad vegans are.
Yeah. At dinner before this episode.
Yeah.
We made fun of vegans on the last episode that we just dropped, and I called him out on it, and I told him, dude, you got to listen to at least the intro of the latest episode because, you know, Jason Mewes did our intro, and he listened to the whole fucking thing, and I get a text message at like 10 o'clock at night, and he goes, fuck you, I'm not one of those fucking vegans, you fucking cunt. Like, I was like, whoa.
Well,
Upset.
Amos had asked, asked us like if we had ever tried vegan food. And I'm like, well, have you ever licked like a G.I. Joe action figure before? 'Cause
Yeah,
that's
he
kinda
said vegan food doesn't
what it
taste
tastes like.
Guilty.
Yeah.
All right. So before we wrap up the first segment, tell everybody where they can find your show.
That's on you.
Hell yeah. Just go to our, we have a link tree, linktr.ee/Grace Taproom Pod. You can find all of our socials, all of listening platforms, our merch store, and our Patreon is also on there.
And tell them about a world record you've broken.
We haven't broken it.
Oh,
Nobody
no.
has claimed it. So,
Well, technically, yes.
I mean, technically, yes.
I
we
didn't
did.
stay up for 43 hours because I was
41 hours and 53
bored.
minutes.
40
and some-
hours, 11 minutes, 52 seconds.
Yeah, there we go.
Of streaming a podcast.
Well,
Yes.
streaming and
Live stream.
recording.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. A 40-hour live stream.
So is that episode on your guys' library?
It is not.
No, because we used to have a third host, and he decided it'd be cool to play music
And copyright.
that's
So shut it
copyrighted.
down.
So
we didn't know this until after it was over.
the next day, yeah. So YouTube pulled it.
Oh man. Well, I think that means you guys need to do it again and actually like go the 43
I was
hours.
talking about it. I said, now we know what to expect. We know what to do. We can totally go into this
Yeah.
knowing how to do it and make it work.
And you guys can deal us in for a segment if you want. We'll be here for it.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. I think if we do it again, it'll probably be towards the end of the year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because in our studio it gets really hot up here in the
I'm already
summertime.
sweating balls right now, and
But in the fall and winter,
wear a shirt.
well, I can't do that.
Bullshit.
I mean, I can.
flugelhorn.
They make pasties, yo.
This is true.
Just slap them bitches on and go to town.
You're really only not allowed to show the nipple, and he's got enough hair that it covers up at least half the nipple.
Angle your camera up a little bit, and boom, you're good. There's loopholes around this.
There is loopholes, yeah. I can't believe you shit in a urinal.
Oh yeah, that story. I do have one more.
All right, let's hear it. Fuck it.
When I was in kindergarten, I didn't know that you weren't supposed to shit in urinals, so I did, and I got caught like mid shit. And not only did the teacher and the principal come into the bathroom to see me do it, but my entire fucking class walked in as well.
Oh, that's so good.
So were none of the stalls open?
And I thought it was, I mean, you pee in it. If you can pee in a toilet, if you can shit in a toilet, you can shit in a urinal.
Yeah, right?
And let me just say, Tyler, that's where the birth of the naked poop started, because I was naked.
We'll get into that the next segment. So Facebook, it's been real. We're going to end this segment, take a little pause for the calls. We'll be right back. Nope, the stop button's over here, Shorty.
Not
Yeah, because we're
want me to
recording
stop
it.
it here? Duh.
Yeah, stop it here.
Okay, bye, podcast.
Do you love podcasts? Of course you do. That's why you're here. But you know what's even better than listening to a podcast? Making your own. That's right, and Anchor makes it simple. I'm your favorite host, MC Tyler Havlin, and I'm telling you, go download the Anchor app today, Anchor FM. They have all the tools you need to get started today. And best part is, it's totally free. They push it out to all the major platforms like Spotify, Apple, Google Podcasts. So get started today, people. Go download the app, Anchor FM. I'll wait. Do it now.
And we're back. That's right. We're back. Oh, and we got more embarrassing stories. But first, I have to tell a story. So my neighbors, well, maybe they're my neighbors. Maybe they were my neighbors. I'm going to change their names. You know, just we're going to call them Lay and Gia. That's what we're going to call them. Lay and Gia. Because their names aren't Jay and Leah for real. So Gia was married to my neighbor, and they had just got married, right? And Gia's a female, by the way, in case the name didn't give it away. Well, she started hanging out with this other female named Lay, whose name definitely isn't Jay, but their name's Lay. And
It's a female?
yeah.
Okay. So we're dealing with two women here.
Yes, two women, and a romance sparked. A romance of sorts sparked. So Gia ends up leaving maybe my neighbor, maybe not my neighbor. You never know. This could be a completely fictional story, or it could be a true story about Jay and Leah. But
all right, listen, we're talking about women. Stop beating around the bush and get to the meat of it.
So, anyways, the relationship blossoms. One leaves their husband. The other one becomes the new lady husband. And they're like, you know what? After a couple weeks of dating, they're like, let's get married and have some kids and shit. I don't know how all that works. Like, I don't know if they need like a test, if they need like a sacrifice dick or what. But somebody's dick is going to be involved. I don't know whose. But anyways, they're getting married. And they're getting married really soon, like maybe in the next 24 hours. But my question to you guys is if you go to a lesbian wedding,
Okay.
and then you go to the reception afterwards, what kind of food do you think they're going to serve?
Fish tacos.
That's a good one.
It is a good one because they're having a goddamn taco bar. And when they told me this, let me tell you what, I don't know how nobody had thought of it yet, but you're serving a taco bar at a lesbian wedding? That is fucking rich.
What about clams? Clams is a good one.
Yeah.
But clam chowder.
Clam
chowder. Yeah, that's a good one.
Any kind of finger food, really.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
But no meat.
No meat.
Because they're
At least not on a stick. It's got to be in a bowl.
I'd bring hot dogs.
No, see, you would have to get the vegetarian ones because it's not real.
Oh,
Right?
vegan hot. Oh god. Vegan hot dogs. That's the worst.
Have you guys ever had vegan hot dogs?
I didn't know they were a thing. I didn't know.
No, I'm not into using dildos. That's not my thing.
Oh my god.
Have you ever licked a G.I. Joe?
Have you had vegan cheese?
Yeast?
Yes.
Oh my god.
What'd you just call it?
Yeast.
Vegan cheese?
Yeast.
Yeah, sometimes yeast is used as a substitute for cheese in vegan meals.
Oh my god, that's so fucking gross. It was the grossest thing I've ever put in my mouth.
I have
I've
a
had lot of gross
velociraptor
things in
for
my
a
mouth.
source. I'll ask him.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'll ask the guy from Jurassic Park.
Now, see, my ex was
Velociraptor
like,
number 4.
my ex was a vegetarian, and she, like, a lot of her shit was pretty vegan. And now, every now and again, like, fucking, I mean, it was maybe twice a year, she would be like, I need some goddamn steak in my life. And that would be, like, the one, like, that was her cheat day. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus.
It's your
But I bet
anniversary.
she was shitting for like a month afterwards.
Oh, dude, it was terrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, she would seriously, like, she would tell, like, I would leave for work, and then she would tell me, she was like, I am losing my fucking anus. Like, it is non-existent to this point. I'm like, damn, that sucks. Like, I'm glad you waited till I was at work.
See, my brother he's been vegan for probably 15 years
Well,
now, off and on for about 20.
Do you remember the first time he went vegan, but Michelle tricked him into eating crave case from White Castle?
He was vegetarian. We were vegetarian when my ex Chris, when me and Chris got together. That's when me and Jace were doing the vegetarian shit. And then
I'm finding out this is new to me that I didn't know that you were ever.
I was a vegetarian for about 6 months, and then I said, "Fuck this!
He
I love
wouldn't have married
hamburgers."
you, yeah.
No.
Bitch, you don't
Can I-
eat meat? Fuck
Can
off.
I, can I at least have a glass of milk?
Yes, vegetarians eat eggs and cheese and milk. They just don't eat like animals.
Yeah.
Isn't an
Didn't
egg
see
an
where it
animal?
comes from.
No.
No,
not
it's actually
it's
a
not
pi-
fertilized yet.
It's a chicken period.
It's
a
cum,
period.
Chicken's cum blood.
Hold on.
No,
So,
it's not. No.
so a female chicken can lay an egg without a male chicken?
Yeah.
Yes.
Holy fuck!
The
my
only
mom-
Chickens give birth, like actual birth eggs, after the eggs themselves have been fertilized. Now,
Yes,
an
so-
egg that you eat for breakfast hasn't been fertilized.
So
Bingo.
these little fucking things can just walk around dropping period bombs everywhere, and I just get to eat them.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Those are exactly what it is. It's an encased period is what you're eating for breakfast.
I need my money back on my Zoo Book subscription.
Look, let me tell you what. Eggs are in everything you eat.
Exactly.
Everything.
Yeah. Which is why my brother ate Oreos.
Does that make us
for
a-
6 months?
Does that make us a douchebag?
Nah, fuck it.
I mean, because
No.
we essentially have.
We're not
period-
cleaning anything. As a matter of
I
fact,
clean my
I would,
motherfucking
I would
plate when there's
argue
eggs
that
on
we're
it.
making it worse by turning it straight into shit.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But no, we did a vegetarian phase, and that was in 2005. And then me and Aaron got together in 2009, and my brother went from vegetarian and then like starting to go vegan. And then my best friend at the time got him to eat a half a crave case from White Castle.
Oh my God.
And he had been
Yeah.
vegetarian for 4 years.
April Fool's motherfucker.
And he said he wanted it, but of course he was drunk as fuck. And
Right.
he was just like, I need food. This sounds great. I'm pretty sure that kid did not leave the bathroom for like a week straight. He actually told us that he does not produce methane because he doesn't eat meat.
Yeah.
So he
Really?
can't light his farts on fire anymore.
Yeah, his party trick used
It
to
was
be
the
that he
best
could
party
he
trick.
could do the best like flame ball farts.
Yeah.
But now he can't. Like he sucks at it
Yep.
now. Like,
Huh.
It's awful.
Yep.
Wild. So does
Yeah.
that mean, because I mean, I guess since he's not, like, eggs are notorious for making your farts worse, cheese and milk and stuff like that are making it worse. So I guess since he's not drinking or eating any of that.
Protein. It like
Yeah,
like,
and protein as well, yeah.
oh my god.
But I guess since it's not meat, like, your body has a harder time processing the proteins from meat, even though it's a higher concentrate. So, like, broccoli, and beans and shit all have protein in it, but it's not. Huh. That's weird. I never thought about it.
Enzyme. It's a protein enzyme that you
Yeah.
get. And God, that took me a minute. It's a protein enzyme that is in the meat, which gives you the flammable farts, the actual farts. But because he is not eating meat enzymes and he's eating plant-based enzymes, it's just non-effective.
It's from the hemoglobin. And that's what it is. It's from the hemoglobins.
It's in, yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking blood and shit. That's
I think
bananas.
I think if we do an Osmosis Jones rewatch, we could really hammer this out.
Yeah, dude, let's fucking do it.
Look, basically, we're all doctors now, so that's how I feel.
And dietitians.
Yep,
Yes.
that too.
So if you're not getting your medical information from the idiots in the tap room, then you know what? What are you doing with your fucking lives?
The idiots in the tap room.
Yeah.
Is that what you just said?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Bro,
like
that's
that
the
name.
name
The
of this
idiots in the
episode.
tap room.
That's the name of this episode.
I love that.
I'm here for it.
I am.
That's a good
100%
one. That's a good one, Ty. I'm glad you.
Sign me
I'm glad you
all the
thought of it.
fucking way up.
Thanks. Appreciate
Just
it.
sign me all the fucking way up for that.
Anybody else have any embarrassing stories? Because I do. I have one that nearly got me killed.
Look, guys, we're here for you guys today. This is about y'all.
One that happened to me recently is, so like I'm at work and like I'm a floor lead, so I have to stand there and basically make sure everybody else does their fucking job and do it right is the biggest thing.
Right.
And I try not to be a hard ass. Usually I'm just sitting there like cutting up, having a good time and shit. And I have to break people out. So when I break people out, I can't leave the fucking production line. I have to stand there and fucking wait for it. And I was breaking somebody out, and all of a sudden the urge to shit happened.
Nice.
So, and I check my phone to make sure, like, hey, they're gonna be back in X amount of time. Like, maybe I can hold it. So, and I decide that, 15 minutes, that's an okay window. I can hold my shit for 15 minutes. Well, the fucking, every like 3 minutes, I'm like looking at my phone because it's getting worse and worse. And I'm like, fuck this. And so here comes my supervisor, and I am literally like dancing because I got a shit so fucking bad. And I was like, bro, watch this thing for me. He's like, I don't know how to run it. I was like, I know, just if it goes down, fucking call
Fake
maintenance. I got to fucking shit. And he said, okay. I took 3 steps
You shit your pants.
and I shit my pants.
Yes.
Bro, you didn't even get... You just skipped poop paralysis and went straight into
dude.
shitting yourself.
Dude, I'm sitting like, I couldn't. If I stood still, I wouldn't have been able to walk anywhere.
Okay, you know what that means though, right?
Huh?
You gotta work. You gotta work on those glutes. You gotta start squeezing them butt cheeks and
Yeah,
learning
but
how to make it.
Listen. Like you heard Tyler say, I have a nice ass, and I don't want to be vain about it.
He's got a voluptuous cake on him.
I don't want to be vain about it. But every dude,
Voluptuous
like
cake.
everybody at work, all the men try to finger my butt, and they sit there and fucking one guy specifically licks his lips. Now he's married to a woman, so I don't know what the fuck his problem is. But that
He on the
motherfucker wants a
DL,
piece of
baby.
shorty.
He on the DL.
Yeah. He wants a piece of shorty, and it's fucking concerning. I promise you with that.
He
So,
wants
like,
him some shorty cake.
Strawberry shortcake, baby.
Yeah.
All
So
day.
I actively in natural defense, I am often like clenching my asshole shut. So like I got plenty of practice and I feel like I'm doing good. Now obviously I need to do better, but like
Yeah.
man, I got 3 steps and I just shit myself, and my supervisor is still looking at me because I mean it was run, step, snap.
And you got some baggy pants, so them motherfucker, that shit was running.
Nah, luckily I wear briefs, like boxer briefs and shit. You know what I'm saying? So like all held in. But I stopped and I was like, all right, well that sucked. And I fucking like, what is it? The crab walk.
The crab walk.
The crab walk all the way to the bathroom. People are looking at me like I'm fucking crazy. And they're like, what's wrong with you? I was like, I shit myself. And I ain't got
You know
no
what?
shame, dude. I don't got no shame. Like fucking 3 people stopped me, like tried to stop me. And they're like, Shorty, what the fuck's wrong with you? I'm like, I shit my pants.
Listen, Shorty, man, I'm with you in solidarity on that, my brother. So one night, Tab here, she made some of her world famous meatloaf.
World
love some
famous?
meatloaf.
You mean?
Yeah. Well,
There we go.
Louisville famous or Lexington or whatever.
Louisville? No.
Louisville famous.
There's only like 3 people who have eaten my meatloaf.
It's good. It's
Dude,
it's
all
good.
3
I
people
promise
like
you
it.
that.
yeah.
Then you're batting
Yeah.
1,000. It's famous. Everybody that's tried it likes it.
That's some good odds. 3 out of 3.
Yeah.
Well, I'll make it. You guys
it's
come down
meatloaf.
here. You guys
Meatloaf
come
is
down here. I'll
dope.
make it.
Meatloaf is dope.
And my mashed
I'm gonna be in
potatoes.
Louisville for Louisville Con next weekend.
There's
Yep.
Louisville Con?
Yeah,
What the fuck?
look it up. See,
Continue,
this is
continue,
this
continue.
is how I know I'm a real nerd.
We thought they took all of our cons away.
No,
Galaxy Con was the last one, and that was 3 years ago.
Yeah, no. GalaxyCon moved locations. I don't think it's over, but
No, it's not. They're not allowed to be back in Louisville anymore. Louisville won't have it.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
Wait, what's it called? LouisvilleCon?
Yeah, it's just called LouisvilleCon.
But so she made her meatloaf, and shortly after dinner, we wanted to go take the dog for a walk around our apartment complex. Middle of the day. It was cold outside, so I had to fart, or so I thought, and I thought to myself and told her, I said, I wonder if I could see like the breath come out of my butt when I fart. So what I did was
funny.
I stopped. We stopped in the middle of the parking lot. Daytime, people are outside.
Oh God.
And I thought, you know what? I'm going to put this to the test because I saw it on Jackass when they did it with the baby powder, and you can see the fart go, you can see the poof. And I thought, if you can see your breath in the cold air, can you see your fart in the cold air? So I pulled my pants down, bare-assed, and I took a shit.
In the front yard at an apartment complex.
I shit all over the parking lot. Now, our apartment was not on the first floor. You had to go up.
Oh, yeah.
We were mid-level in the building. So I had to go up like 3 flights of stairs.
Up steps with mud in your butt.
Oh, dude, I was barefoot. I was swinging twig and berries.
Oh, that's so fantastic.
Pants around the ankles and everything.
Ribs and dick going up the stairs, man.
Ribs and dick.
Ribs and dick going up the stairs.
You know-
He walks in and he goes, "Get out of the way. I have to go to the bathroom." I said, "Why are your pants around your ankles? What's wrong?" He's like, "I just shit."
Yeah.
Like beeline to the
By
bathroom.
myself, like just me and the dog.
Chewing the dog.
The dog's looking at you like, bro, you're supposed to squat and do that.
He goes. The
got your
dog's
back.
like, "Have you learned nothing from watching me do this?"
Oh,
I
God.
got your 6, dude. I got your 6. Keep going, dude.
But no, dude, I took a dump. I wasn't even like squatted, dude. I just bent over.
to see if you could.
Did it land in your pants, in your underwear?
It wasn't even a solid shit, dude. I had
Oh,
Hershey squirts.
no.
It was that creamy melted Hershey bar.
Oh, he said creamy.
Oh, that's terrible.
Oh, God.
God damn.
Luckily, our dog was small enough to where I could just pick him up because he was a Jack Russell. He's passed away now.
He was what, 12 pounds?
Oh yeah, he
Blame
was
it on
like
the dog, but your pants are down.
You could have just used him as toilet paper. It'd have been all right.
No, I took my pants off.
Oh,
So I'm swinging dick. Just all I had on was a shirt and shoes.
Oh, boy.
Trying to
Swing-
get back into the house
Swinging dick.
because of that.
Running through the whole apartment complex.
Just trying to get back.
Shit my ass and my dog. Just running back.
oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dude, it was that was probably about 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Pretty recently.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Pretty recent.
Yeah.
So I saw Tabby get excited about something, so I'm assuming you found LouisvilleCon.
No, the LouisvilleCon is more towards anime people. I got excited about another. Woo. That's for Jeff and Amos.
Yeah.
I was about to say,
We were
I'm going literally for one autograph. That's it.
Is it the Sub-Zero autograph?
No, it's
He's
fucking
going
the
for
guy-
2 autographs now.
No. It's for the voice actor who played Shao Tucker from Full Metal
Oh,
Alchemist.
you motherfucker.
Oh,
You
see.
would. I hate you.
But
Shao Tucker?
Yeah, dude. I'm going to show him my tattoo, and I can't wait for him to be excited about it.
are you a weeb?
Yes.
I
I am.
100%.
not like
Weebs.
cringeworthy weeb, but like I do watch a lot of anime.
He's not that guy.
Oh, yeah, I watch anime, but what is a weeb? I mean, is it just somebody who watches anime?
It's someone who makes anime their entire personality and lifestyle.
Yeah,
no.
see, I don't know what the comic book version of that is, but that is who I am.
Okay, see that's fine.
No, yeah.
That's cool.
That's fine.
That's cool.
No, we're talking about the guy who
Oh, I know.
over accentuates their movements.
He
and,
Naruto runs
has-
through the school hallways.
Trust me. I
Yeah,
know.
that's
and like it
So-
makes me sad to be associated with them or whatever. Like
Yeah.
dude, I used to go to magic tournaments and all kinds of shit, and like I felt so gross half the time. I'm like, man, like I
Those are
showered this
mostly
morning, and
the
like I don't
guys
think
that-
you guys know what that is.
Oh, it's so gross. They don't know what deodorant is. They don't know what changing your
Dude,
clothes is.
there was one of my buddies. Like I haven't played competitive Magic since probably 2012, 2013, and one of my buddies still actively plays, and he went to a Magic tournament last year, and they were handing out the small like travel size
Deodorants.
and and what's fucked up is they had people like checking your backpacks and stuff like that and shit, and because it was a big one, it was like out of state. And he said the people that were checking the bags were also in charge of smelling the contestants. And if they
God.
yes, that's how fucked up this was. And if they decided that you needed it, you had to spend $1 to get the deodorant. And if you refused, you were not allowed to partake in the tournament.
That's funny.
Dude, it was fucked up that had to be a rule.
Well, I know last weekend as we were walking down the aisles, I don't know if you went into the vendor halls or not.
Yeah.
But they were so fucking jam-packed. And you could tell who was an anime person because of all of the BO coming off of their body.
Yep.
Or if they were a cat person, because I was behind somebody the
Or both.
entire time who either was BO, cat, or both. It was so bad.
Yeah.
Back to the uwu thing is we were in a keychain
This
pin
is my favorite thing in the
lapel,
world right now.
lapel booth, and Amos was next to me on my right, Jeff was behind me, and Mike was to my left, and I seen a keychain and it said uwu, and I went, ew, it says uwu, and Mike goes, what's uwu? And I hear Jeff behind me go, uwu, and I turned around and faced all three of them, and I went, uwu, and they went, what? I went, it's a thing that anime girls do. So we get back, and Gunner, he's 9, and he's running around doing whatever, and I went, oh woo, and he went, Mom, don't do that. I'm like, why not? Why not, sir? So now it's kind of our thing where we go, it will, just because it's just like, cringe.
Well, I see Mike's eyes, a gleam in them when you say that.
Because it's hilarious.
We can like physically hear like his balls moving a little bit, like he's getting aroused. Something's happening.
They're going inside, dude. I'm a chick right now.
Something weird's happening.
Said I'm the chick.
I'm a chick right now.
That's funny.
Yes, I'm a lesbian.
All right.
We're gonna eat hot dogs and fish tacos.
I'd like to say that I really like your choice in shirts right now, Tabby.
Oh, thank you.
Sporting the Dad's on Dayquil shirt. Love those guys.
The Stoned.
The Stone shirt is what this says. It says,
okay.
Ayo.
Shout out to the Stoned.
Man, it was sad to see him go.
One of my best friends.
Well, we talk to him literally almost every day.
Yeah, I talk to him every day. I have talked. Yeah, for like the past 2 years.
He's my dad.
Aww.
He's one of my best friends.
I said I need a dad, and he's like, I got you, babe. I'll be your dad. I'm like, even though you're 7 years younger than I am, but thanks, Dad.
He's good. He's good people.
I fucking love him.
You got one more for us before we close this out?
Yeah, I mean, I could either do.
Do you want me to tell it or do you want to tell it?
What, the vibrator story or the neighbor who was a
I
drug
thought I'd
dealer?
talk about the shit the bed story.
Oh, you could tell shit the bed story. Okay, we'll let you guys decide. My mom finding my vibrator for the first time.
Or
The neighbor who was a 23-year-old mother of 3.
they all centered around her.
Yeah, they're all centering around.
Only
me.
one of these I was present for.
Yeah.
Because it happened to me.
One of them was our neighbor who was a drug dealer, a slut, a whore.
She was a prostitute.
She was disgusting. We call her Section 8 princess.
She was a 400-pound prostitute.
Yeah, she was a 400-pound.
They don't pay by the pound. You make less.
Well, I say 400, but I'm lowballing.
Yeah, no, like we're talking about nasty, sitting on the front stoop of the apartment, smoking a huge
I'll
fucking
fuck your
bong.
dick like a fucking leg off a chicken.
Right. Or me shitting the bed.
I'll show you my I'll show you my tits for a bag of Cheetos.
Did you say steak?
This is a loaded option. All right. I'm going to go with 1 or 3 on this one.
Okay, so the vibrator or shit in the bed?
Dude, I want to hear the vibrator story.
Vibrator.
It's really not that funny. I can tell it in less than a minute.
All right, well, hit that and then hit the shit story.
Okay. So, my neighbor, who was my best friend at the time,
Not the prostitute?
Not the prostitute.
Okay.
No, this was back when I was 18 years old. 18. I had to be 18 at the time. We went to one of the sex stores here in Louisville downtown, and I got my first vibrator. And so I hid my vibrator inside of my pillowcase. Well, I didn't know, but while I was at school, at college, my mom decided to take the sheets off my bed. Yeah. Take the sheets off my bed and my pillowcase and wash all my sheets. So I come home from school and she looks at me and she goes, "What's this?" I said, "Oh, it's my muscle massager. It massages my muscles. You know, I've been really stressed lately."
That's clever.
Because of school. You know, I'm working almost full time. I'm like 30.
You were
32.
working at UPS at the time, weren't
No,
you?
I was not. No, that was
Okay.
when I was. No, this is Target.
Okay.
So I was working at Target at the time. I'm working like 30 hours a week, and I should only be working like 20, if that.
Right.
I'm going to school full time. Sullivan is not like a normal school, so Sullivan was like continuously like a it was a 11 weeks, so it was like a season type kind of thing. So I was pulling probably 6 to 12 credit hours a quarter. So I was like, I'm so stressed out, and you know, it's in my shoulders, and she's like, "Well, then how does it work?" I'm like, "Oh, well, my beautiful."
Did you rub this thing on your mom?
No, she rubbed it. She picked it up and was like, "What is this?" And she had it in her hand, and she was like showing me that she found it, and she's like, "What is this?" And I'm like, "Oh God, oh no,
It's Jace's.
oh no!" I should have said it's Jason.
He's gay.
She wouldn't know what that is. She didn't know what masturbation was until I was 13.
Your mom never masturbated?
That's
My
a
mom
thing.
is a very good Christian woman,
Dude,
Like you want to talk about the perfect Christian person? My mother is a fucking saint.
Dude, I love your mom. I don't even know who she is, but I love her already.
Everybody loves my mom.
Of course they do, because everyone loves my mom. We have the same parents. I fucking love this shit.
Shorty, we're exchanging phone numbers. We're gonna see how families like match up after
Dude,
this.
I'm here for it. Let's do this.
But no, now mind you, my mom is like, I'm about 5'7", 5'8". My mom is like, "What the fuck was that?" Shit, fuck! There's something in the office. I don't know what's in the office. The dogs just took off.
Attacked the
Oh my
floor.
God, they attacked the floor, and it was something little, and it just ran across the fucking room. What is it? Get it!
It's probably
The spider.
I don't know. It could be. It looked like a cockroach. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that, but that's what it looked like.
Cockroaches is my number one fear in the whole world. Nothing
Really?
terrifies me more than a cockroach.
Yeah.
I leave rooms if there's one.
They'll survive the apocalypse.
I know. That's why I don't like them.
But anyway, so she's maybe 5 foot.
Throw your vibrator at it.
It's downstairs. I can't get it. No.
Throw me at it then. I'm the next best thing.
No. So she's like 5 foot tall, maybe 100 pounds, soaking wet with a backpack on.
Right.
And so she's like shaking it at me, and I was like, "Oh no, it's for my muscles. It's the massaging the muscles." And she was like, "Well, looks like I need to get one of those." Like all sweet and shit. She's like, "I've been feeling kind of tense in the back of my neck here, just right in between my shoulder blades." I'm like, "Yep, that'll do it right there, mama. Thank you."
That's where you put that thing.
Oh,
That-
man. You didn't give her a little massage with it?
No.
Man, missed opportunities on your part.
No.
Oh, God. That shit's so fucking funny.
Oh no, it was so embarrassing. I'm like, "Oh my God, I can't believe." Well, my mom's also a Snoop, so she was like Snoopy.
Did you just say Snoopy?
Yeah, she's a Snoopy person.
Jesus Christ.
She's nosy.
We have the same mom. Dude, like, I'm not shitting you. Like, I'm seriously, like, I'm gonna get a Snoopy tattoo on me for my mom.
Oh, that's awesome. I should too.
My mom has Snoopy all over the fucking house. Does your dad like Star Trek?
That's his. Nah, I don't know what my dad likes. We'll get into that later.
I know what he likes.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
I'm not gonna say it.
Is the answer prostitutes? No.
No.
Okay. Is it men?
Yep.
Oh, that's awesome though. You got 2 dads.
I technically do now.
We'll get into that off air.
Okay.
It's not chill, but we'll get into that off air.
Okay.
That's why I drink.
Yeah, no, it's not as cool.
No, it
as
doesn't.
sounds.
It doesn't bother me, but I don't want to say anything because of
The
in case
format,
somebody
the
hears
format.
this.
No, I understand.
Yeah.
And he's not well, he's ready now, but he's not ready for people to hear. But whatever. I digress. And then shitting the bed.
So anyway,
Shitting the bed.
Yeah,
So-
let me hear it.
one
You're
night-
welcome.
Is this embarrassing for you, or is this just funny?
It's funny, but it was embarrassing
At the time.
Yeah,
Right.
It's kind of embarrassing. You are telling people listening to them that I shit myself.
You encouraged me to tell the story sometimes.
Please just tell
I
me.
So-
just told a story about me shitting myself literally this week.
And Mike told a story about shitting himself. And
Well, he's telling a story about me shitting myself.
I've had 2 embarrassing poop stories. I shit
You
a
have
urinal.
3 embarrassing poop stories, Mr. Vent Shitter.
vent?
yeah.
You shit in a vent? He
Oh,
said,
Jesus
yeah.
Christ. There is like 14 fucking episodes, not just on ours, but other people's, of him shitting in vents.
This is
I got
great.
drunk. I
Were
got
you
drunk when I
naked?
was. Yeah.
Yeah.
He says
Let's
the
just say
shame.
it was a college party, a lot of
was
Wild
my-
Turkey 151, and
It was my very first New Year's
oh Jesus.
after I had moved here.
Yeah.
I'm from Memphis, Tennessee.
Okay.
I moved here when I was 17. It was my first New Year's party.
I thought you said you weren't going to tell this again.
Well,
Make them listen to our episodes.
Yeah, you know
I'm
what?
already.
Make people
I'm already
listen to
here.
the episode.
I'm already here.
Name drop the episode. Name drop it. Do you know an episode off the top of your head it's in?
Yeah, episode 8. I saw the bug, by the way. It's just a fly.
No, there was something that crawled a fucking across that. It went from the door over there.
Go listen to episode 8 with our first episode with the Moose Lounge podcast.
And then you could listen to episode 9, which was pub time, and you told it on
It
that
was
one. And then you told it again on Tall Boys episode with us. And then
Yeah.
you told it again on
She's
And
got
if
a
you-
fucking list right in her
Some-
back pocket ready with all
some
this.
sto-
And if you want to be introduced for the listeners to a new podcast that you might not be familiar with, go listen to the Porn Stash podcast because I told it there too.
Sometimes a good story needs retelling. I can't tell you how many people have heard the exploding penis story. So
Yeah.
That's one thing that Amos was like, yeah, exploding penis. I was like, okay.
yeah.
But no, so our old apartment, the apartment where I shit in the parking lot, our bedroom had a bathroom in it, and we were laying in bed watching TV, hanging out. I got up, I had to take a shit, so I go sit on the toilet. Well, apparently I wasn't finishing my poop fast enough.
No, I was just farting. I had
Oh,
the
yeah.
farts that night.
She trusted a fart.
I
which
did,
she
and
shouldn't
I
have.
always play Russian buttlet. I love trust. Like I love risking it.
So she shit in the bed, and when she stood up to look at it, there was 2 eyes and a smiley face of poop on her butt.
When she stood up to look at her artwork.
I didn't think I shit. I was like, did I shit? I feel like I shit. That was just a
We-
wet fart.
we
And then he goes,
were-
oh my God, there's a smiley face on your ass.
we were laying in our marital bed in the nude.
No
and-
roommates, no kids. It was just us.
Yeah, this is before we had Gunner. We were still in the newlywed area. But yeah, so I look over because she's in panic, and I just look over, and there's her ass, and each cheek has an eyeball on it, and then going from one cheek to the next is it looks like you remember how Walmart's logo used to be that yellow happy face?
Yes, yes.
It was that.
Oh, that's
Nice.
It was that looking back at me. Like she goes, I
Looking
think
back at me.
she goes, I shit the bed, and I look over, and all I see is her naked ass and a smiley face on it of poop.
Wow.
That is fucking.
That's awesome.
And on that note, we're gonna wrap it up today. So here's your guys' assignment. I'm gonna say that's all we got. You guys are gonna say so in the meantime. All right, we ready? So that's all we got.
So, in the meantime,
In the betweens time.
Remember, great minds think alike, but idiots rarely disagree. Cue the music. We out.